Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m., 6 p.m. California time, but I've been traveling, so we'll do our best. Now, we're going to do some emotional healing. That is... Namaste, everyone, and welcome. That's a request that a lot of people have. You know, they're stressed out. They want to get rid of a lot of anger, stress, negative emotion of some sort. So let's utilize this time, have a short lecture, just kind of describe what we're doing, and we'll do our meditation. All right. So the most important part to remember is as simple as this. If I have you think of something or feel something, you just did it after I told you so. I told you to, right? So it happened after I said, hey, feel or think of something. Like, for example, I say, think of an apple. Before you thought of the apple, that apple was not there. The thought came after you initiated. In a similar manner, when somebody or something, a situation triggers you to get angry, get upset, you are not having that emotion before that trigger that made you angry or upset. So therefore, you're not those feelings, you're not those thoughts. In other words, I created the thought of the apple, I created a feeling of anger. Now, just as easily, I can create the thought of a house, a car, I can feel happy, I can feel joyful. So a lot of you just joining me from UPW, and you did the meditation with us, Meditation Twin Hearts. So you got to experience the inner peace and stillness. The question you should ask is, can I sustain it? The answer is yes. As you keep doing your meditation, it increases the amount of spiritual energy flowing through you. You have more inner peace and stillness. However, it's just as important for you to understand a basic premise that I or you who's meditating, who's being happy, being angry, being sad, thinking of something, feeling something, doing something, it's not the body, not the emotions or the thoughts. I'm moving the body, I'm creating the thoughts, I'm creating the feelings. So that creator of thoughts, feelings, and actions is called the soul, the spiritual self. Now, the interesting part is you can be an atheist and still be spiritual. Essentially, being spiritual is realizing you are a spiritual being, the soul, the spirit, that is interacting with this earthly life. Now, how's that related to emotional healing? It's quite simple. What you call anger, what you call envy, jealousy, resentment, all of these, no matter how intense or how little, are actually creations of the soul. I know you're saying, well, if I'm one with God, why would I do that? That's exactly the point. You see, the body, the emotions, and thoughts are tools the soul uses to interact with the world. However, these tools have a certain tendency. The body wants food, wants pleasure, wants something material that's gratifying. The emotions like intense high, intense lows. That's called drama. The mind likes to think, likes to take subjects, tear it down, and then what? Try to figure it out, and then if it's not even done yet, it's doing something, thinking of something else, thinking of something else. That's what you call monkey mind. So when the tendencies of the body, the emotions, and the thoughts become so strong, the soul loses control over them. It's like the body has a mind of its own, the emotions have a mind of its own. Well, the mental faculty of the mind has a mind of its own. And these influence the soul. So when somebody triggers you and you start screaming, yelling, oh, I couldn't help it, they did it. You were very, very accurate. You lost control. The question is, lost control of what? You lost control of your thoughts. You lost control of your speech, which is part of your body. You lost control of your feelings. You got pretty angry and upset. Thoughts, emotions, and body. So you're right, you lost it. All of us been there. So at that time, the soul was experiencing spiritual amnesia. Now again, how is it related to healing? Emotional healing. You see, when we do emotional healing, it's like taking a shower. you flush everything out, all these negative thoughts and emotions, you feel better. But until we realize that we created the thought, the feeling, and the movement, it's going to happen again and again. And you're going to do it again. Oh, I can't help it. Well, number one, you're affirming it, which is not a good idea. Number two, we're not getting to the heart of the matter, which is the soul has to control the body, the emotions, and thoughts. It starts by understanding what the soul is and what the soul is not. So if I ask you to move your body, you move your body. Who's the mover? I am. What's being moved? The body. Right? Okay, next. Why don't you feel happiness? Okay, I feel happy. What did you do? I felt happiness. I created the feeling of happiness. Now think of a car, an apple, a house. What are you doing? I'm thinking of those things. So the I, the soul, the spiritual self, moved the body, created feelings, created thoughts. This is so fundamental. All of us, or most of us, have heard about it, and yet it's just a concept for a lot of people. Because the body wants something, the emotions want something, the thoughts want something. So, for example, if there's food in front of you that you shouldn't be eating because, it's bad for your health, and you say, I can't help it, and you stuff your face, well, guess what happened? The soul lost control over the body, right? You picked it up, lost control of the feelings and the desires, oh, I want this, and the thoughts of focusing how to get it and put it in your face, put it in your mouth. Right? So what if at that time, that food is not good for you, you go, oh man, that chocolate thing, that cake is good, or whatever. You go, wait. Is it the soul that wants it, or the body wants it? Is it I, the soul, desire this, or is the desire that is already in some people call it the desire body, the emotion body? Am I really continuously wanting this, or that thought, that feeling is so strong, it's affecting my judgment, affecting your thoughts? Simply by questioning it, you know what happens? It loses its power over you. Somebody pisses you off, it's easier to just say, oh yeah, you're such a jerk, and you just let out profanities, be angry, be upset, think of negative thoughts. Then later on you go, oh man, I shouldn't have done that. Well, guess just what happened. Right the moment when you said, oh, I should have done, you can regain control. So the question is, what did you lose control of? The body, emotions, and the thoughts. So the body is an instrument of the soul to create movement, interact with the physical world. You have an emotional body called the astral body, where the soul uses to create feelings. You have a mental body to create thoughts. So it's just like having three machines to create movement, feelings, and thoughts. Now, why is this important? It's such a fundamental question. Some of you go, man, I've heard that 1,000 times. You keep repeating it. I'm going to say it again. Because no matter how advanced you are, as long as you interact with people and situations, there's always going to be times, all of us will go through where we lose control. In order to regain control, you have to first realize who's controlling them. In other words, who created them and who controls them. It's the soul, the spiritual self. So, back to the main topic, emotional healing. If we just do emotional healing, do cleansing, feel happy, joy, that's good and nice, but it's not sustainable. Next time something triggers it, that goes out the window. But if you always start out your daily practice by saying, I'm not the body, not the emotion, not the thoughts, I'm the soul, I, the soul, am the mover of the body, feeler of the feelings, thinker of the thoughts. That's being centered. That's your true center, the spiritual self. So you can always question, when somebody tries to get you upset, you go, wait. Well, of course, you don't say it verbally. You just think in your mind, you go, wait, this person is saying certain things. I can feel my emotions getting triggered. I can feel my arm wants to get up and just the fist is kind of going at 3 miles per hour about to hit the guy's face. But let's not do that. The idea is just like you would wield a hammer, a saw, a screwdriver. Those are your tools. To make it more complicated, you want to go from place 1 to place 2, you get into your car. The car is the vehicle to get to one place to the other. So look at it as the body, the emotions, and thoughts are simply your tools and your vehicles. That changes everything. The more we have that realization, the less you have to try to be in control, because by just realizing who you are, automatically control comes back to you. That's it. Now, the shortcut, instead of fighting it, is doing your meditation spiritual practice. So as we keep doing our meditations, you bless the earth, you close your eyes, you imagine the flame of light, meditation twin hearts or the great invocation, where you bless the earth. When we do these meditations, we clean the aura and the chakras of all these thoughts and negative emotions, right? And then when we practice stillness and silence and stillness, we go back to who we are, the soul, the spiritual self. Make sense? So as we do these meditations, after the meditation, you go back to your everyday life, you start noticing that you are less easily triggered by other people. The question is why? Because when you've been doing your meditation and spiritual practice, at that point, you shut down all sound, except for the screen if you're watching, lights. You try to isolate yourself. The question is why? You isolate yourself so you want to reduce the data, the sensations coming from the body, the feelings and the thoughts. At that point, what's left is I. So to summarize, to experience who you are, you have to first know who or what you are not. So when you do our meditations, it's always 3 things. Remember, who am I? What am I? Where do I come from? Write it down. Who am I? I am the soul. What am I? Well, let's start with I'm not the body, not the emotion, the thoughts. I am the soul, the spiritual self, a being of pure energy and light. And once you experience yourself as a being of light and pure energy, you start to realize everybody's a being of pure energy and light. We're all in this ginormous ocean of energy. Then you know where you come from. That universal source called God. That's it. Finish. What am I? No. Who am I? What am I? Where do I come from? That's it. Who am I? I am the spiritual self, the soul. What am I? I am the soul. Not the body, not the emotion, not the thoughts. I'm a being of pure energy. Where do I come from? A universal source. God. The universe, whatever word you want to use. As we keep remembering this, when a certain emotion comes to the surface, you get to watch it. This person is trying to create anger in me. Nope. Not going to do it. The body wants that, big bowl of ice cream where all I need is a little cup, but instead of eating the whole thing, I think I just let the body enjoy it a little bit, maybe 1 scoop. The rest of it, nope. What are you doing? You are basically training the body, training the emotion, training the thoughts. Just like some of you have pets, you have to train your dog. You have to potty train it, right? Him or her. You're training. You're training. That's what a lot of you in the spiritual path do fasting. Most people think fasting is to detox and lose weight. On the physical level, yes. The ordinary people not on the spiritual path, that's true. For the person serious on the spiritual path, you fast because you want to tell the body who's boss. You want to eat, you want to do this. Nope, you're not going to do that. The body's going to complain. Because it's used to be having its way. Same thing with emotions and thoughts. If you've been giving your emotions anything at once, you start noticing you get angry, you get upset, you get joyful, you get ecstatic. It's like, because that's a tendency of the emotions. So if you just let it happen on its own, at least you'll never have a boring day in your life. Make sense? Same thing with your thoughts. My mind. So many thoughts coming in. I cannot concentrate. I cannot focus. There you go. You just said it. The reason you cannot concentrate, you cannot focus, because you allow the thoughts to control you. That's it. Simple. But once you realize, I created these thoughts, I created these feelings, I created these movements, I can decide what to and what not to. So emotional healing is not just flushing away the anger, the stress, and whatever else. You have to go back to the fundamental truth, who you are. What you are, watch this. And this anger and these emotions that you're trying to get rid of, you start with, these are not the I. Now you're going to go, wait, that's like a robot. What if I want to feel love? I want to love my family, or a really intense passion for someone. Then generate it. You get to choose. You go, I love this person. I really want to pour my heart out and make this person feel I love them and they love me. Go for it. You decided to do it. That's the difference then. Everything's controlling you. That's why when people say, I'm just going with the flow of everything. Yeah, good luck with that. How's that done for you? That's why I love it. I was just listening to Tony Robbins. I have the opportunity to, work with him. And in fact, tomorrow I'm going to Date with Destiny in Florida. And I was just listening. There's 3 fundamental questions. Number 1, what are you focusing on? Number 2, what is the meaning of what you're focusing on whatever that thing is? And number 3, what are you going to do about it? But it starts with the most important part. The first one. What do you focus on? So when you focus on what you want, you are in the background using your mental faculty, your emotional faculty, and your physical body to put your attention solely on what that topic or what that subject is. So some people they just focus on what could go wrong. Some people focus on what could go right. Some people focus on what they can control. Some people focus on what they can control. Based on what you focus will determine what's the next step. You focus on how things could go wrong and how people keep pissing you off, and you're always under psychic attack. Well, guess what? As you go focus on it, the meaning you create for it, it's like, everybody's against you, life is bad, so on, so on, so on. So what do you do about it? You end up moving in that direction, being depressed, being angry, and being destructive. Because at that point, the mental body, the emotional body, mental body was already pointed in that direction. Now, what if you point that in a different direction? You focus on what's good in your life. You feel gratitude for things that you've been blessed with. Instead of thinking, how come I don't have a Bugatti or a $150,000 car or a $10 million home, you focus on you have a happy family, you have good health, the fact that you can take a breath is a blessing, you have money. So you focus on what you have gratitude. So as you focus there, your mental, emotional, mental faculties and your mental, emotional, mental, and physical bodies focus in that direction. So you're happier, you get to enjoy life, you get to appreciate people around you. That's it. It's all the same. It depends on how you dress it up. The soul creates the thoughts, the feelings, and the movements. The good news is this. The soul gets to use its willpower, to direct these three instruments or vehicles pointed in the direction it wants. The good news is, when you keep doing your meditation, your spiritual practice, that part gets easier. Nobody said it's easy, but it gets easier over time. That's why after meditation, you notice it's blank. It's blank because there's no stimulation from the body, the emotions, and thoughts. So what's left? Nothingness. Let's meditate. Let's ask for blessings to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokok Sui, Mahaguji Mailing, we humbly ask for divine light, love, guidance. Thank you for your compassionate, purifying light and soothing, healing energy. We thank you in full faith. So be it. Okay, put your hand like this. Be aware of your crown. I am that I am. I'm not the body. I'm not the emotion. I'm not the thoughts. I am the soul that uses the body, the emotions, and thoughts. I am that, the soul, the spiritual self. I'm a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, divine power. As a being of divine intelligence, I control my thoughts. As a being of divine love, I control my feelings and emotions. As a being of divine power, I control the actions and movements of this physical body. I am the soul. I am connected in one to my higher soul. I am connected in one to the divine spirit in me. I am a child of God, meaning we're still growing and evolving, and we're going to mess up. That's why we're children, right? We're children of God. However, we're constantly growing closer and closer to our divine essence. We are one with God. We're one with all. There's only oneness. Just be still. We are one. Now we'll recite the great invocation, a powerful prayer to bless the earth. Just open your hands in blessing. Imagine the earth in front of you, the size of a little ball. Let us chant Om 3 times. Om, Om, Om. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of all beings. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of all beings. Let love descend throughout the entire earth. May God's message of love return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the wills of all beings, the purpose which the Holy Masters and spiritual hierarchy know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend throughout the entire earth. Now just be still. From the center which we call the human race, let the plan of love and light work out. May it seal the door where any evil dwells. Let light, love, and power descend throughout the entire earth. Let light, love, and power restore and manifest the divine plan on earth. So be it. Just be still. Just focus all your energy in blessing the earth with divine intelligence, divine love, divine power. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of every person, every being. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend throughout the entire earth. May God's message of love return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let divine purpose guide the wills of every person, every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters and spiritual hierarchy know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend throughout the entire earth. So be it. From the center, which we call the human race, let the plan of love and light work out. May it seal the door where any evil dwells. Let light, love, and power descend throughout the entire earth. Let light, love, and power restore and manifest the divine plan on earth now. So be it. So be it. Now for the third great invocation, imagine a brilliant light like a miniature sun floating above your head. Put your complete attention and awareness in that golden light. And listen, the rest will be done for you. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of all beings. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of every person, every being. Let love descend throughout the entire earth. May God's messenger of love return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let divine purpose guide the wills of every person, every being, the purpose which the Holy Masters and spiritual hierarchy know and serve. Let goodwill and the willingness to do good descend throughout the entire earth. So be it. Just be still. From the center which we call the human race and all the other races, let the plan of love and light work out. May it seal the door where any evil dwells. Let light, love, and power descend throughout the entire earth. Let light, love, and power restore and manifest the divine plan on earth. So be it. Just be still. Om. 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 Be still. Now gently lower your hands. Just look at that brilliant light above your head. Om. Ahum. Be still. Gently, slowly, come back to your body. Move your fingers, move your toes. Gently, slowly come back. When you're ready, open your eyes. Here's your test. Observe your thoughts and emotions. Quiet. Most people, no thoughts, no feelings. That is your center, or at least a glimpse of it. So the more we do this, the longer you're able to sustain it in your everyday life. So we go back to the 3 questions. Who am I? I'm the soul. That's why we start with the I am affirmation. What am I? I'm not these feelings and thoughts and these tendencies of the body. I am the soul, the spiritual self, the one that uses the body, the mind, and the feelings. Where do I come from? When you experience yourself not feeling your chair, you're not feeling anything around you, no thoughts, no feeling, just pure nothingness, you get to get an idea where you come from. You come from a universal source, not your everyday life. That's it. There are many levels of that, of course. So I hope this short meditation was able to at least give you a glimpse of that. And the more you do your meditation over and over and over again, the more you're able to control the body, the emotions, and thoughts. That's it. Okay. Again, if you just joined us, tomorrow I fly to Florida for a date with Destiny with Tone Robbins. If you haven't attended, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. So we'll do my meditations. I'll see what the schedule is there, and then I hope you have the notifications on, so it'll just tell you when we're coming on. Yeah, I'm sorry I can't give you a more definite time because it gets pretty busy when I'm out there. Okay, that's for about a week, and after that, we go back to our routine. So if you go to mastercode.org, there's the 31 days of gratitude. Every day, there's a meditation. There's 7 of them, and we just rotate it. Be grateful for your body, for your health. That's part of the health. The relationships, your finances, life's lessons, your teachers, blessings you have received. Having that gratitude just activates your heart and your crown. So much more spiritual energy comes in. So you're welcome to join us. All right. Namaste, everyone. You all take care. We will see you in the next Anchor Light. Okay. God bless. And tell your friends and loved ones so they stop bothering you. They'll be more peaceful.